Hello friends, myself Rishank Wagela and I am studying in IIPS DAVV Indore. Today I am going to tell you about cloud applications. This video is part of my college assignment, so please like the video and subscribe my channel. So let's begin with the video. First of all, what is cloud applications? Cloud application is a commonly used term in software sales and development. But exactly what does that mean? So we will be talking about the definition of cloud application. Definition of a cloud application is a cloud application is an internet-based program where some or all of the processing logic and data storage is processed in the cloud. The user interact with the application via a web browser or a mobile application, and the data processing is managed by the combination of local devices and a cloud computing solution. From the user perspective, the cloud application behaves like a standard website, but the computing and data processing are handled by a cloud via an API or a hybrid of both. API is application program interface. Cloud applications are usually designed in one of three ways. These are the cloud application designs. First one, a local device runs a browser and the application looks like a classic web solution using HTML sent by the local cloud server to the local device. In this case, the logic and the data and the formatting of the output are controlled by the cloud servers. A well-known example of such an application is Dropbox. You all know what is a Dropbox is, where the user interact with the application in a web browser to upload and interact with the files, but all of the data processing and storage happens remotely on the cloud. Second one is the local device runs a browser, but at the startup of the application, it downloads a browser-based application such as JavaScript that runs local to the device. Then the local app handles some of the processing and makes API call to the cloud server for additional processing and data. An example of this is Google Docs. Once you have launched Google Docs, you can configure the system to allow you to continue editing a document even after losing the connection to the internet. It will be stored the changes locally and seen with the cloud once the connection is restored. Third one is the local device runs a native application handling some of processing, and the native application uses APIs to send and receive data to the application on the cloud server. An example of this is when a smartphone app is loaded onto the phone, which runs much of the programs logically. These are often designed so that if the connection is lost, they can still function by restoring the changes locally. Once the connection is restored, the data will be synced with the cloud. Why cloud applications? In other words, what are the advantages of cloud applications? First one is keep cost down. Since the majority of processing power and storage is handled remotely, cloud application could reduce the cost of your infrastructure. No need to maintain your own servers, as well as the cost of supporting your application on site. Depending on what software you are using locally, subscribing to a similar service as a software product could drastically reduce your licensing cost as well. This is the first advantage of cloud application. Second one, accessibility. Cloud applications aren't tied to a single machine. You can access and interact the application from a wide variety of devices safely and securely from any internet connection. This is very accessible for any user. Third one is reliability. Cloud applications have access to more computing source than it would be feasible to have on site. Your application can rapidly scale without an increasing in your capital cost, but yet this scaling can be dynamic, so you will only use the source when you need them. Standardization. When applications are hosted on trusted partners such as Google, they are guaranteed to be reliable and accessible. It also ensures that your data is safe and securely backed up by remotely. Furthermore, it is easy to ensure that everyone in your organization is working from the same version of the cloud application. Cloud applications are very reliable and accessible. Disadvantages of cloud applications are as follows. As you can see, first one is downtime. When an application is deployed in the cloud, an internet connection is required to access it. An unplanned internet outage could therefore cause a significant business interruption. Cloud services provider may also experience technical outage from time to time, during which all of their applications and data would be unavailable. This is the major disadvantage of cloud application. Second one is control. The major trade-off that organization make for the cost saving of cloud application deployment is control. Cloud infrastructure is owned, managed, and operated by the cloud services provider, means that the organization has no actual control over back-end infrastructure. This makes cloud application deployment ideal for organizations that only want to manage application, data, and services, but not the physical hardware side of their IT. The third one is security. As organizations increase the number of cloud application deployments, it becomes more difficult to continuously monitor the security status of IT infrastructure and ensure that applications in the cloud do not contain vulnerabilities that could be exploited through the cyber attacks. Cloud management platforms such as Sumo Logic allows IT organizations to aggregate data from applications in the cloud and use it to achieve continuous monitoring of security threats. Cloud application categories. Software as a service. The most common category and one of the most users are already familiar with. This is a third-party cloud application where the third party not only supplies the hardware for running the application but also software application. Additionally, they provide complete support of the system and the applications. An excellent example of this would be Google G Suite that includes Gmail, Google Drive, Google Docs, etc. Using a SaaS solution eliminates the need to buy expensive equipments, expensive licensing, and they provide support for the hardware and software. The second category is infrastructure as a service. Infrastructure as a service is where a third party provides infrastructure and infrastructure support in the cloud, but the software designer supplies the middleware, the applications, and the application support. Middleware is the software between the operating system and the application, used to give extended features to the operating system functions and the simplify programming. An example of this Google Compute Engine, a subproduct of Google Cloud Platform which allows developers access the same infrastructure that Google uses in their product on the demand of handle spikes in usage. The third one is platform as a service. Platform as a service is similar to infrastructure as a service, but it also includes some of the software, middleware, and the operating system. The platform as a service suppliers take care of supporting the hardware and the software they provide. They also keeps the software up to date. The developers provide the applications and the application support. Google App Engine, another subproduct of the Google Cloud Platform, is an example of hosting services that can scale to the needs of the applications and is the preferred solution for the cloud application development by cloud breakers. Thank you for watching my video. Keep supporting and have a nice day.